Hey y'all, Rachel here with Rachel's Unique Crafts. So, today we're gonna do, I guess we can call it a fake bake. I have two of these little foam dice squares. They come two in a package for $1. They kind of got the little rounded edges a little bit. So we got some Waverly chalk paint, some pink polish paint, some nutmeg brown paint, and some white paint. So let's get started. How is everyone doing? I hope good. Now, on these, I put 2 coats because they're bright red, and the chalk paint does cover better than the acrylic paint, but it still needs, I think, two coats. So that it gets fully covered. Okay. So, and it is hot enough down here in Mississippi that it dries pretty quick. So, just saying. So if y'all don't mind, you can hit that share button and share on other social medias, or you can share in Messenger, or even in a text message. Share with your friends or family, anybody that you think would enjoy watching my channel. That would help me out so much. I'm fixing to get ready to do a giveaway, so yeah. So y'all we need some more people to be involved. Okay, now I did not paint the bottom. Or just one side. I'm going to use it as my bottom. They're all the same on every side, so anyway, we have got the first coat. To save a little time, I went ahead and painted this one. I think I got 2 coats on this one. Okay, so I didn't paint that for the one side because that's the side I had it down. Okay, I'm gonna put that, I don't need to put that in my drink. All right, I bought these for a different craft, but when I saw these, I said, I gotta make them. They look like marshmallows. And I'm gonna show y'all what they're gonna turn out to look like. Is that not darling? Isn't that precious? Isn't it cute? And look here. And I think I got a paintbrush strand in this one. I'm gonna have to get it out. But aren't they cute? To go on a coffee bar, a hot cocoa bar. Aren't they precious? Okay. So now I'm gonna take our side that doesn't have any paint on it, and we're gonna put some brown paint. Now you can use any color brown. If it's a dark brown, like an ombre brown, you know, that we use a lot in our fake bakes. The ombre brown is real dark, so you might want to add some white to it. This is nutmeg And they also have a chocolate brown that would be cute. This just, to me, looks like a milk chocolate color, and I love it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and before I do this, let me tell you this. With like this drizzle, I mixed up Mod Podge and paint for the drizzle on here. And it worked really good because it's real runny. Because you wanted it flowing down all to the bottom. With this, I didn't want to mix Mod Podge with it because you really don't want it running all the way down, or it's going to cover up the face. And if you'll see on this one, on this side, it did run down. So, I'm not mixing any Mod Podge, but if we were going to put this on a fake bake that we wanted it to run all the way down, yes, I would put Mod Podge in it. I would do the mixture. So, I'm just pouring some on top. And this is the way I'm done. Just getting it spread out on top. And y'all, this is not going to take very long. I'm just patting it down so it'll run. And see, it's spreading out. I'm gonna have to add a little bit. Just gonna go around the edge a little bit. Now see, that's how it's probably gonna run more than I really want it to. Now, while it's still wet, you can kind of guide it where you want it to go. Now, like this one's going down, I'm gonna pull some of that back up. Bit extra over here on the sides. Oh yeah. Tell me to forget something. You're gonna need a Sharpie or some black paint. Y'all know that I'm very critical on my paint because I don't feel like that I can paint very good, especially faces. Solid white, hey, I do great. I'm bringing some of this paint back up. And you can see it because it looks thick. And if it looks thick, that means it's still going to run some more down there. And it'll be okay if it's, you know, the back, but we want them to be able to have eyes and all the things. And whereas this one didn't get enough on the edge. And I'm making sure that I'm not just dry coating it, I guess you could say. It's not, it's still bubbly and it's still thick. Because I don't want it, I want it to be thick and to look like it, you know, that it's got a thick layer on it. But I don't want it so thick that it continues to run all the way down. Does that make sense? I'm probably not making sense at all. Probably not. Now, what I did with this one was my first one, and that's why it ran all the way down on one side. This one was my second one. Okay. So I'm just gonna put some there on my table. I've got paper down. Get some of this back up. So see on this side where it kind of doesn't even come to the edge hardly, I'm gonna dabble. And I'm getting a big little clump on the end of my brush because I don't want it just, you know, painted real thin on there. I want it to run a little bit. So I'm getting a nice little bubble of paint. And y'all, that's the only way I know how to describe it. Nice little bubble. So that when I put it on there, it's gonna run just a little bit. So it's not like painting painting something that would just smear out the paint. You're keeping it kind of thick. This one's got, now I'm going to go over here and take some paint out of the bubble because they've gotten a little long. All right, y'all see what's happened on that side? Don't fret the small stuff. This happened to me just a little while ago. I'll show y'all how to fix it. And see, if it didn't happen with me again, then y'all would, I wouldn't be able to show y'all how to fix it if it happens to y'all. Okay. So while you're working on one side, then the other side gets to run. But that's okay. I'm painting my face now, y'all. I can't paint faces, but I can sure paint mine. Y'all, it is Friday today. And I am so happy. So happy. Finally the weekend. The day job was just a little stressful this week. Okay. Go like this side. Okay. So we have our boo-boo. And I kind of wiped a little bit of it off. I just went up and wiped up because that's where it was coming from. And instead of wiping across or anything, I didn't want to spread the brown anywhere else. So I'm going to take our white paint, and I got a little glob on the end. Because of that brown still being a little wet, so see how simple that was? Now I'm going to get just a little dab of brown and just dab it so it's not just like a cut off straight across. And this looks kind of weird right there. It doesn't look like a natural dropping, and I just put my finger in that white. So I'm going to bring this around on the edge. And these little droppings are full. So if they've got a bubble on the end and they're still real full, you know they're going to keep dripping and keep going south. So I'm going to back them up a little bit. Once I take the paint out, I'm just dabbing it so that it leaves good coverage. Touch takes a little bit of time. Now if you didn't want it to look like it's got, you know, like a chocolate covering, like that it's like maybe a chocolate syrup just poured over it, you could paint it. It just wouldn't look like that you just poured it over and that it was smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this up close and let y'all see. Okay. Now, let's see, let me close up this because chalk paint dries fast. I don't want it to dry out. Now, this one's almost dry. It's only got a little dab, 2 little dabs right there on top that's not dry. But I'm gonna show you. See how cute. You can see the kind of the glossiness. But isn't that precious? Okay. I'll show you this one, and this one was the second one I did, so the top is still a little wet on it. See how it's shiny? That's the wet part. But aren't they cute? And I'm probably gonna go back over the white with the white and do these up a little bit. I don't want them quite all the way to the bottom. So next, you stick your finger in the white paint that's still wet. That's the next step. Get a little paint and fix that. Okay. Now while I've got that out, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. So I mean, if you mess up, you always fix it. Now, when that dries, I'm gonna dabble some brown on there and make it, you know, kind of rounded so it looks like a natural drip. Now, let's see. I don't need my brown paint right now. Getting the cart in front of the horse. Okay, so now we're gonna need, you know, I'm gonna have paint all over my face. A little dab of pink. Y'all, I hear something or somebody, and I can't see past my bright lights. And I'm gonna put some white in there. I'm gonna turn this paintbrush upside down and mix up that paint. That pink is just a little bit too bright for me for the little cheeks. I just want a pale, pale pink. So if you don't have the color that you need or that you want, all you have to do is make your own color. This was a bright pink polish. It's just too bright for the little cheeks. So I don't have a steady hand. I don't think my faces look good. So y'all know it. I'm gonna draw instead of paint. Let me see which side I want for the front. I think this side. Okay, and with my Sharpie, I get quiet when I get to concentrating on trying to focus, you know. Okay, so basically these just have, well, I guess that's a little nose or little mouth or something. This one, it looks like these has got little noses and that's maybe a mouth, but okay. So, and this one's gonna even be different from those. The eyebrows are a little different. So I just made a little loop and then a little nose. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 little cheeks. And with my pink and my white mixed up, I'm just gonna use the end of my paintbrush there. And just, you know, go in a circular motion. And try to get them in a circle. Y'all, I just love these. Look how sweet. And these will be adorable on a cocoa bar, you know, whether it's on a cocoa bar, a designated area on your counter, whatever, where you make your coffee and hot cocoa and stuff. But aren't they sweet? And they just look like little marshmallow happy faces. And you can make different faces if you want to, but I've seen the mugs. I've seen pictures of the mugs like this. So I guess that's where it came from, this design. But it's all over Pinterest. And I think you can go on Etsy and actually get the cutouts. Somebody cuts the little faces and stuff out with their Cricuts. I don't have a Cricut. I don't have time to learn how to do a Cricut right now. So I just did it with a Sharpie, and they look so cute. They look so cute. So I hope y'all like this little marshmallow DIY fake bake. So they'll be cute. I want to get some larger mugs and do like hot cocoa. But isn't that cute? This is a little mini one. But I would love to, and I'll make some mugs that has the hot cocoa in it with the little marshmallows, and then have that beside it. That would just be adorable. So stinking cute. So yeah, this will just make you giggle. It'll just make you giggle. Thank y'all for watching. I hope that you share this video out with your friends and your family and anybody that you think that would like to make some DIY crafts. So get to crafting. Remember, I love you all, and make something beautiful. And until next time, stay safe, and I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.